Hi, my name is Briona. Today I'm going to be talking about signs and spiritual messages and how we can really begin to learn to be aware of them and what to do with them when we see them. So basically, signs are visual spiritual messages that are sent to us by our guides, and they're normally sent to us at a specific time that we need to be more aware of, or at a divine time in our life, and to help us gear towards our spiritual journey or trek. So I began noticing signs in high school. I'm someone who doesn't believe that everything is just on coincidence. I really look into the deeper meanings of things, which is when I started doing more research, taking notice, journaling about certain things that I saw and how often they would occur. For me, this was predominantly certain animals or numbers. I feel like a lot of people have a hard time dealing with signs and believing that they are just random occurrences. And obviously we can't ignore science and the fact that there is psychological reasons why we observe signs as well. But I think it would be silly of us to not also acknowledge the spiritual meanings of them, especially since I think that is almost dismissing your gifts and dismissing spirit, which if you feel a spiritual connection, you should not ignore, and you should be aware and thank spirit for the signs that you're receiving, not to dismiss them. Without signs, most people would have to receive messages through going into their records or receiving a reading or seeing a psychic vision. And in reality, that's not the easiest form to tap in for everybody, and a lot of people are on different steps of their spiritual journey. Signs to me are like the most simple, easy, it comes to you without even trying. So to me, that's like the most simple, natural, easy way that on an everyday basis, we are just here to connect with spirit. So signs are sent to us to help us stay on track towards our spiritual journey into our more enlightened state. They're also here to recognize that that's not the only path that you can take, and as human beings here on earth, we always have the option of free will. Signs are just kind of like a hint towards taking this path might lead you to something that you're looking for right now, but of course if you choose to ignore, you can be led down a different path too, and that would just be different for your journey. So like I said, I started studying numbers and animals in high school, and I feel like middle school as well, or maybe even elementary school. It's hard to remember. And when I was first receiving these signs, I kind of saw them as kind of like a hello from my guides, or just a feeling of tranquility and safeness. It's something that you really want to think of is if you're trying to determine what your signs are, what makes you feel at peace, what makes you feel safe when it's something that is reoccurring, that brings like just a smile to your face. So I started seeing the number 19 very frequently, and it definitely aligned with positive things in my life. This is when I decided to dive deeper into the meaning of it, and I learned about a certain archangel who communicates with people through numbers and through the reoccurrences of numbers. So now I'm aware of a certain angel that I connect with, and when I see this number, I know that I'm specifically talking to that angel and that he is helping me along my journey. When signs are less common, or you're just unaware of the meaning that they could possibly have, like for example, when I started seeing the number, I saw it as a nod from my signs, but I didn't really know the deeper meaning of it, which led me to Googling it or researching it on my own from different spiritual teachers. So I recommend if a sign is less common, or if you're unsure, I would definitely look up the meaning, and you'll be really surprised as to what you can find and how it aligns with what you're dealing with at the moment. So for example, I was on a walk and I noticed a feather on the ground. Now, I live in a place with a lot of birds. They're all around me all the time, but I've yet to see a feather just laying on the ground being untouched. I saw this as a sign to pick up the feather and take it home and discover what its meaning was and do more research on it. Feathers have different meanings based on the colors, so I decided to sift through them that way. And the specific feather I found was a message of hope during times at a crossroads, which really, really resonated with me, and of course gave me that sense of hope, feeling of peace, calm, realizing that that sign delivered to me was able to ease some of the feelings that I was dealing with prior to receiving it. That's how you know you've received a sign. Think of signs as like a cosmic hello, reminding us that we're always connected to our souls, and our spirits are not just coming and going, they're always here and always around us to support what we're doing. It's important to know that Spirit sends us signs more frequently than we actually are aware of. They love to speak with us. They love to assist us. They always want to make sure that they know that we're loved and supported. So really make sure that you're in a space of calm in order to have a better time receiving these signs and being aware of them. I explained in my blog post when I spoke about this that if you're at a bar, or like you're doing something where you're just like out and you're chilling and you're relaxing and it's a very busy energy, that most likely you're not going to be aware of the signs that you're being sent or what's going on in a spiritual sense. So really be awakened during those times, or try to be more observant in a calmer state of being, such as driving, taking a walk, doing simple tasks around the home, things like that. That's when you're going to be most likely aware of the signs that you're receiving, because there's no distractions. There's other forms of non-physical signs besides from actually seeing a certain animal or seeing a certain number repeated. Non-physical signs are things like opportunities showing up for you that you were thinking about or hoping for, or certain conversations that occur when you were thinking about them, or someone calling you when you were thinking about them, things like that. Really, there's so much as thoughts that come into fruition in the real world. It's really important that when you see a sign that you acknowledge it, you thank your guides for it, and you take note of it. I personally like to really think about it and journal about my experience in case it happens again, to kind of connect the meaning. I also encourage you to do some research into the meaning of a sign that you received that you're unaware of, or asking your guides for further guidance on this. They could send you another clue to piece together what the meaning is. I feel like as humans, we tend to just like take and don't say thank you. Obviously in everyday life, but especially in the spiritual world, it's really important to me, and I hope to you, that when you receive a sign, you have manners about receiving it and are not selfish. So really take the time to thank Spirit for sending you the sign, to acknowledge it and the clarity that it's given you. And if you need further assistance, to politely ask for another sign, or politely ask for a better understanding of it. We don't want to take advantage of Spirit. They're always here to listen to us without fail. So be really grateful for the work they do and listen back, okay? The whole part of listening back is acknowledging it, being aware of it, not clouding it with like too much crazy energy, so that you're ready to open and receive, and then be able to use it to help assist you in your journey or to your highest good. I hope this chit chat about signs gave you a better understanding of why we receive them and how to use them. If you want to read my blog post about this, you can check it out on BrionaJolie.com. I love to talk and connect with you also through my Instagram at BrionaJolie. Right now I'm offering tarot readings, which I've been diving into the past month and received awesome feedback, and I would really love to read for you. So if you also want to check that out, I will leave it in the link below. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and you have fun exploring signs and allowing them to help you out through your journey. Let me know if any have come during this week or today, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.